There was a rich man who was dressed in purple and fine linen, and who feasted sumptuously every day. And at his gate lay a poor man named Lazarus, covered with sores, who longed to satisfy his hunger with what fell from the rich man's table. Even the dogs would come and lick his sores. The poor man died and was carried away by the angels to be with Abraham. The rich man also died and was buried. In Hades, where he was being tormented, he looked up and saw Abraham far away with Lazarus by his side. He called out, "Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am in agony in these flames." But Abraham said, "Child, remember that during your lifetime you received your good things, and Lazarus, in like manner, evil things. But now he is comforted here, and you are in agony. Besides all this, between you and us a great chasm has been fixed, so that those who might want to pass from here to you cannot do so, and no one can come across from there to us." He said, "Then, Father, I beg you to send him to my father's house, for I have 5 brothers, that he may warn them, so that they will not also come into this place of torment." Abraham replied, "They have Moses and the prophets. They should listen to them." He said, "No, Father Abraham, but if someone goes to them from the dead, they will repent." He said to them, "If they do not listen to Moses and the prophets, neither will they be convinced, even if someone rises from the dead."
Is your life valuable? Is it meaningful? Those are big existential questions, right? But step back a little bit and ask yourself this question. Excuse me. How do you know if your life is on track? Right? Like, what boxes do you have that you check off to know that your life is where it needs to be? How do you take stock of your life? What is it that you look at and you say, all right, if I have all these things in order, I know I'm like in a pretty good place. Or the flip side, I'm not happy, and it's because, I know why, it's because of my marriage. It's because I had friends that I lost. It's because I don't make enough money, and the stress of not being able to pay my bills gets to me. Whatever it is, there are things we all use, right, to take stock. To take stock of our lives. Things that we know will give it more value. So maybe you're perfectly happy where you are, but you'd like to keep advancing, right? Like, kind of the idea that upward mobility is something that's very touted in our society. A big part of our story, as American people, of course, is that you should be in a better place financially than you were 5, 6, 7 years ago. You should be in a better place financially than your parents were, and hopefully your kids will be in a better place financially than you were. Right? Like, that's kind of the American dream. Upward mobility. We should be going up. You should be in a better place. And so we use words like up as synonyms for better, and words like down as synonyms for worse. Right? Whatever the thing or the system around us, hierarchies are what we use to let us know that some things are good and some things are better, and some people are better and some people are worse. We use hierarchies. And these stories are often fiercely defended, right? This idea of up and down as being good and bad are not easy to give up. They're not easy to go against. They almost feel like common sense to us. I was watching an interview, actually I saw it about a year ago. It really stuck with me. And as I was preparing for this sermon, it came back to me, some of the quotes from it, from what these guys were saying, and I had to bring it up because I think it fits into what we're talking about. They're discussing their views of like culture and philosophy and society, and One of them's political, one of them isn't so much, but they kind of have to deal in the same world. And one of the guys says, let's just say for a moment